What's up, guys? So I want to go over some things in this video. The main point of this video is going to be uniting and us dropping this stupid shit, please. And what I mean by that is over the past. We've really been doing this for a while, dude. But like this, it's really amped up this year, especially the past few weeks. But what we need to do and have to do is we have to drop this silly ego shit and come together and unite to move forward. We need to figure out what the main issue is and how to fix it and proceed forward. And I can explain to you what I mean by that. So, here lately, I have been dealing with duality a lot within myself and the people around me. And I can explain to you what I mean by this duality thing. Meaning, when it's not on some bipolar shit. Please understand that. You are not bipolar. This is just it's the duality of human nature and what we need to do to unite that to correct it. So, meaning, I can be talking to people one day and they have this point of view and this. And then another day it can be slightly different or completely different depending upon the mood or circumstances. I've noticed it within other people and myself. So this is a great learning tool if you can comprehend this and understand this and pay attention. Is you will see things in other people that you yourself do. And more so than not, you'll pick up on them and notice them, especially the slightly negative. And it does not mean that you still do it. It's just, it could be something that you did. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I've hurt my own feelings a lot on these videos in the past. Meaning, I would talk about certain things and describe people that was in my life at one point in time. And later on, looking back at it, I'm sitting here thinking like, damn dog, you used to do some of that shit. Like, maybe not to that extent, but you did, and you'd be a hypocrite to say that you didn't, or to try to whatever. So then I just had to own this and be like, okay, like, you have to catch these things in order to fix them, and the way to fix them isn't to beat yourself up or to talk negatively about other people that still do these things. Because I truly believe, again, I don't want to say that it's a mirror and blah blah blah. It's perception. Just like I'm making the claim, you are the sum total of every race there has ever been. You're not white, black, whatever. That's why I laugh when people talk about this stuff. It's like you're literally the sum total of every race. You're a human. So, now, and we have to unite in order to do this. Now, how you do this is you have to be honest. You have to put your fucking mask down. Put your guard down. I have made incredible progress with talking. And again, I'm going to shout these people out because they deserve to be shouted out because they're incredible and have helped me. As much as they say I've helped them, they've helped me. So, Derek, me and Derek have, if you're watching this, Derek, shout out my brother. Me and him has been making all these people, we've been making progress towards the same goal. Derek, shout out. Cody, shout out. I am so fucking proud of you. You have your own business. You have your own place now. I am happy for you, my brother. And Chris, if you're watching this, Chris, brother, dude, the talk we had last night was amazing, and we are making progress. We have to get back in tune with that discussion. And I also want to give a shout out to Luca. Me and him's only spoken a handful of times over the past couple months, but he's doing something right now I'm proud of. And I can tell you what he's doing right now. He's getting a mind of his own. So, shout out, bro. If you see this, if you see it later on, good shit. So, in a nutshell, what we have to do is we have to drop our ego, our mask, and we have to say, listen, these are really things that go on in my mind. You have to be honest. Like, these are thoughts and feelings I have. And I don't know why I'm having these thoughts and feelings because I'm not proud of them. And I can tell you exactly what I mean by this. Like last night, me and my friend Chris were talking, and we were talking about how back in the past, like externally, we would put on this act of being happy all the time, being Mr. Whatever all the time. But internally, we were just like, man, just shut the fuck up and leave me alone for a minute. And I used to feel bad about getting that way, but what I truly think is, well, for one, we've healed. For one, we've put up boundaries to cut that out. For three, I really believe a lot of the ways that we get that way is by putting stuff into our bodies and what we constantly think about. So it is just amazing to see the progress around the board here, guys. It really is. Like, I'm seeing amazing progress, and I am freaking happy, dude. I am ecstatic, actually. You should be proud of yourself. So the main point of this is if we're really going to unite and make reality better for everyone involved, I don't like this us or them shit. Like, I don't believe in division. I don't believe in anything, like any of that. Like, I believe we're all humans. Now, I have seen this in a way to where it kind of was us versus them. And here's the bad news, dogs. I've been on both teams. I was on both teams. Meaning I was the people I'm just being honest with you guys. I played on both teams, and I don't think either side is right or wrong necessarily. I think it's just, hey, we need to come together. And when I say I've been on both teams, what I mean is what most people say us versus them is people that are empathetic, caring, understanding, and wants the best for everyone involved. And then there are people that you perceive to be only out for themselves, that only care about themselves, that just want to see them and the people around them do good and don't really care about anyone else to that extent. I'm not saying they don't care about them, but they just don't. Like, they wouldn't lose sleep over something. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been on both. I've been on both. And if you're fully on either side, it's going to screw you over. Now, I'm not saying don't commit and don't pick a side, because ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to pick. I mean, I would suggest you pick yourself and go with yourself and go with the right thing and be an example. Because if you do pick a side in this regard that I'm speaking about, then it's us versus them. And I'm not trying to be an us versus them. I'm trying to be an us. Helping us. And you have to integrate your shadow. That's what causes the most conflict and bullshit. I'm telling you from experience is if you don't accept and love your shadow and integrate it, that is what causes the back and forth bickering and the inner peace not coming together. Now, here's the trick and a key, my friends, is more so than not, you're still looking at yourself in a messed up, weird way because of the past. It's hard to... So this is a metaphor, but it's true. So if you look in the rear view mirror... Okay, so you're driving down the road in your car. The right in front of you is wide open, clear, right? Huge. To check in the rear view or the past, you look at a little tiny thing, right? Little tiny mirror to see it. So why would you fixate and focus on that little tiny mirror instead of what's in front of you? Now, what the big mistake is people replay this shit. They build up the same character. You're in there. I'm not saying that was a character and you wasn't in there and that was just completely bullshit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you were in the character, but the character was built off of programming a reality and survival, big dog. That's it. So I forgive you. Understand this. I forgive you. Anyone that matters forgives you. Forgive yourself. Understand? I need to roger that, please. So, that little cliche metaphor is very accurate and true. So, you need to accept yourself, forgive yourself, and love yourself. Be honest with yourself in a loving way. Like, okay, this is still what I'm having issues with. This is what I need to focus on right now. Don't overwhelm yourself with a bunch of shit either. And don't constantly be a tyrant or you feel like you have to constantly be working on something. That's a trap. You have to be able to eventually just sit back, relax, and enjoy life, brother. Again, bring it to this. Childhood and religion programmed you. Society, social media, the internet. The internet's fake, brother. I can explain that in so many ways to prove to you that the internet is fake. Highly over-exaggerated. Highly. That's why I'm going to be very honest with you guys. This hit me like a ton of bricks over the past little bit, but especially last night. I was kicking it with some people last night. We were chilling, talking, and then it really hit me. We were just having a good time talking, and it really hit me how fake I have been here, dude. That hurts. And then after I came home, I left up there. I don't know what time it was. Came back here, and I was up half the night, having a dialogue with myself, thinking things through, doing some introspection. And I had to calm myself out in a loving way and be like, brother, I love you to death, but you have been like fake as fuck here to a degree. Like you really have been, and that's something I'm ashamed and embarrassed about. Because I preach do unto others. I preach love, self-love, love. I preach. I'm a big believer in God. God, man, I push it. Not really push it, but I want to open your eyes to God and Christ. Again, not in a religious weird way. Just what it is. Love and a higher power. And a guiding force. That's it. So love is the key though, man. Like once you understand love, that's it. So in being authentic, being yourself, those are things that I preach. And that's like my main message. Be yourself and be an example. That it's okay to be yourself. So imagine when I'm sitting here looking like, thinking, and I'm like, there's been times to where I'm proud of myself because I was myself and I just was honest about everything. But then I'm also like borderline embarrassed because I was putting on a clown show, dogs. I was. And that's what hurts because it's like I still really don't know myself and I'm trying and it's like the way this place is set up, it's hard to do kind of because it's like you got all this stress and pressure on you and everybody's trying to push you this way or that way or feels like they're trying to pull you this way or that way. At the end of the day, you just want to rest and relax and have peace, but it's like how can you rest and relax and have peace when it's like you have to work, you have to keep. See, this is what I'm saying. Electricity and water and house and food should be free. You shouldn't be paying for this shit. You shouldn't. And this is coming from someone who's had a lot of money in their life. I'm not talking like super rich. But you're talking about someone who's had some money in their life. And I'm still coming to you and I'm telling you this. And even when I had the money, I was still saying this. So it's not. That's my frustration with this place, is it's almost like it sets you up to fail. Or it sets you up to be put in a state of survival. Or it sets you up to be greedy and selfish. And it's because I've been greedy and selfish. I've been a lot of things I'm not proud of. And I have accepted that. And I've understood why, and I've let it go, and I've forgiven myself. But I just know that a lot of people feel this way because I have talked to a lot of people. A lot of people feel this way. Don't beat yourself up, brothers and sisters. Like, come as you are. The door is wide open. I used to say, come as you are, but you're not going to enter my living area until, like, come as you are. Come to my house as you are. But you're not entering my living area until you drop those bags. I used to say that. My friends, I'm telling you, come as you are. We will have a team to help you set those bags down in my living area. Because sometimes, like, I'm about to get real with you guys, and I'm about to get a little emotional. There's a lot of people that push upon you that you have to be solid and make it on your own. You're all you need, this and this. Hey, you need to be good with yourself. You need to be good with setting with yourself and loving yourself. But you do not want to be alone. You don't want to be so strong that you're a lone wolf and fuck everybody else or whatever. Or you don't need anybody else. You don't want that. And I don't know why this place tries to push that on you. Like, it's about community. It's about love. It's about support. And I don't want anyone to ever think they're alone, because I thought I was alone for the longest fucking time. I did. Like, I really did. I truly believed I was alone. And then I thought even if I wasn't alone, nobody cared. And those were some of the darkest, roughest days of my life. So that's why I go out of my way to check on people. That's why I go out of my way to support people. That's why I go out of my way to be kind to people. That's why I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Because I've seen it from both sides. I know what it's like to be sleepwalking around through here and just living your life and making decisions and choices off of programming and habits. I know what that's like. And I also know what it's like to be living in the ego fully, like overinflated or hurt. I know what that's like. And I also know what it's like to be free and happy. And I also know what it's like to be part of a community. I've seen and what the right things are to do. Now, it's not really a set in stone right or wrong. There is do unto others. Now, I believe you should try to follow that at all times necessary. But sometimes, again, there's a reason, brother. That part, it's not a part, it's you, is in there with boundaries and like, no, fuck you. How about that? That's like last resort. That's being a warrior in a garden. That's being a monster and being able to control it. The love and light, too much of that, man, will make you a shell of yourself, and it'll make you It'll make you chase perfection and beat yourself up for doing things you enjoy doing, and that's sad. That's why integrating the shadow is important. So I'm going to end this, my friends. Like, hit me up on Facebook, Blake Ratliff, Black and White Boa, if you would like to talk, or I can give you my phone number. Anyone that needs help or wants to talk, I can't dedicate or promise a lot of time, but like, dude, I will message you back and forth throughout the day. We can talk for however long on the phone. I just want you to know you're not alone. Got your back. I love you. And I appreciate you, and I'm proud of you.